Jamaica, US Virgin Islands, Turkey, Slovenia, Belgium and Panama. This is Group 12 from the Head-to-Head Challenge. We have beautiful Tower Bridge in our background, as you can see, ladies, and the sun is out, finally.
Yes.
Were you expecting this weather now?
No, I was not. Like for breakfast, I was looking outside and I saw that it was definitely foggy. So I was like, okay, today's gonna be a bad day. So to see the sun up like this, I'm just like, yeah.
You can see the true colors of London now.
And this view is so beautiful.
It is. Wow. It is.
We're lucky.
But apart from that, nervous?
Always.
So don't be, we're gonna get started with Jamaica.
Hello everyone, Wagwan. My name is Tony Ann Singh and I represent the little but Talawa island of Jamaica!
We are a resilient nation built on the strength, creativity, and warmth of the people. I am a 23-year-old women's studies and psychology student with hopes of one day becoming a medical doctor. Found my true passion in the arms of my mother, who has made every sacrifice necessary to give me the opportunity for an education and a life she has only been able to dream for herself. After years of ballet, flute, piano, violin, and classical voice lessons, a scholarship to a private high school education, and a college education from one of the top 20 public institutions in America, I believe that every girl deserves the same kind of opportunities that I've had. There's nothing more powerful than finding your voice. I am so excited to be a part of the Miss World program and to help women all across the world find their voices. One love, one heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright.
Hey Jamaica.
Hello.
I love your video, and especially when you talk about your mom.
Yes.
So tell me about that relationship that you got there.
Yes, my mom is a superhero, one of my very best friends, and she's honestly been the difference for me. It's really my family. I'm very blessed to have a very supportive and awesome family, and I'm so big on that, so big in fact that I take it upon myself every year to plan our family Christmas get-together. And so in January, and no, this is very serious, in January, I send out the flyer to let everybody know when and where to be, and I send out the assignments for Secret Santa. By April, I was done Christmas shopping. In October, before I left home, I wrapped all 40-something of my gifts and put them under the Christmas tree that I definitely put up. And so it's a big thing for me, not really Christmas, but being able to fellowship with family. I realize the benefit I've had. So if you're watching this, family, I hope you've gotten your gifts. If they're more expensive now, I told you to shop earlier. And for the rest of you under the sound of my voice, if you want to come, let me know. I'll send you the flyer. You're invited.
I love that you're like the glue of the family.
Yes, yeah. I love my family a lot, and it's a part of what my Beauty with a Purpose is, realizing the benefit of family and having all these strong women come around you and help to grow you in the right way and to break cycles. And so, you know, it's important to me to offer to young women this opportunity as well. I've seen what it has done in my life, and I want to be that difference for someone else.
Yeah, what are the actions that you're taking in your Beauty with a Purpose?
Yes, so I've been working with the Women's Center of Jamaica Foundation, and the truth is I am the descendant of two women who had children during their teenage years. And my grandmother made it a point to let her children know that it's very important to pursue an education and to get out of this, because where we're from is a rural area, and so it's easy to get stuck in that cycle, and it's very difficult for us to make a better life for ourselves. Right? So my grandmother made it a point, and because of that, I've been able to study all these things and to pursue my passions and to, honestly, to be here. And so we work with the centers now to offer these women educational opportunities, help to fund them. We want to equip, empower, and engage them. We talk about mental health. It's so important, because even if we give you the money to go to school or the books and these things, if you're not mentally prepared to push forward, then there's no real purpose, and you might find that they're not as successful as possible. So we go in and we do counseling, we do personal development workshops, we're working on building up the facilities to give them a skills center, and you know, it's understanding that I am not different from any other woman from my community outside of the opportunities that I've had, and wanting to share that with my community and the world.
I think you're a great representative of your country saying that. Thank you, Jamaica. Now it's time to meet U.S. Virgin Islands.
Welcome to the United States Virgin Islands. The USVI consists of 4 magical islands, only totaling 133 square miles. My territory is known for white sand beaches, unforgettable coral reefs, green verdant hills, and delectable cultural cuisines. I grew up on a small island community of only 32 square miles. Growing up, I was known for standing out as a tomboy, being quiet, and always keeping to myself. In 2012, my pageantry journey began. I remember the time I learned about pageantry, and guess what? It came from my mom. My mom is no stranger to pageantry. I will never forget the moment my mom was crowned. The tears that fell from her eyes was an indication of her dedication. My aim is to show the youth, no matter what vision they foresee for themselves, it can happen. I am Ayana Kishelle Phillips, 24-year-old Miss World U.S. Virgin Islands. I am honored and excited to be competing in London this year, and am to show you the vibrant and wondrous culture of the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Okay, U.S. Virgin Islands.
Yes.
You have a very interesting profession. You're a DJ.
Yes, ma'am.
How is that like?
Girl, it's definitely an amazing and life learning experience. Being Lady Mix, and I'm saying it in third person because it's like an alter ego for me. It definitely has its perks on a good side and a bad side. The good side of it, you know, I definitely love the whole entire atmosphere. I love the energy that I get from the crowd when I'm performing, showcasing the music that I enjoy dancing to and listening to. Then on the bad side of that, you know, a lot of times men tend to come and see what it is that I'm doing, and they like to say, oh, it's a female DJ? Oh my God, I can't believe it's a female DJ. As if they're trying to say they expect me to perform a bad set or something of that nature. So it's definitely a learning experience for me. I think one of the things that's portrayed as a female DJ, a lot of the times persons tend to suggest to me that I should sell myself, or I should, you know, sexualize my body a bit more. And I don't think I should sell myself or degrade my body in a way where I should be able to get gigs. So I find that if I could be able to showcase what it is that I love doing and people could see what it is that I enjoy doing, I find that it might open many doors for me. And I like the fact that, you know, I'm happy to be able to utilize this platform and DJ for talent. And a lot of times when I told my family and friends that I'm going to be DJing for this pageant, they was just like, you're going to DJ for talent? That's kind of crazy, because no one ever heard of a DJ performing.
Yeah, but if you could see the girls, like at your talent audition, they were like,
girl, yes, everyone was
feeling
rocking. And that whole entire experience was just so much for me, because that was the one goal I wanted to achieve, being on this platform, and I was able to do that. So I'm happy. My family is happy. My brothers are watching to see that, you know, once you set your mind to do something, you just have to do it.
That's great. And now tell me about your beauty with a purpose.
Yes, so when I got crowned Miss World U.S. Virgin Islands, I didn't know what it is I wanted to go into in terms of my beauty with a purpose. So for me, I had to reflect on what it was that made me who I am today. And I was very privileged to have a mom who was a very great disciplinarian. She used to put me into pageantry in a way to discipline me. But apart from pageantry, she also put me into extracurricular activities, music and art programs. And one of the programs that definitely stand out growing up was a program called Rising Stars Youth Steel Orchestra. And it was implemented by a judge named Vern Hodge to resolve the issues of school dropouts and trouble delinquency among our young people in my community. So for me, my Beauty with a Purpose is called I Am Who I Am Through Music, and it focuses on the sustainability of music and art programs within my community. And one of the mottos that was definitely embedded in myself, and not only myself, but many other young persons that went through this program, is that nothing is so complicated that it cannot be simplified by hard work. So, yeah.
Well, it sounds great to me. Like, I think music really connects us to ourselves, to our inner self, and to other people.
Yeah,
so I think it's a great program.
And it's amazing to see what you can do through music. And it's a privilege to be here and actually representing myself as a female DJ from the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Now we move to Turkey.
Merhaba, I'm Sümeyra Asimoğlu. I'm 22 years old. I belong to a small family with one brother. My major is architectural restoration, so I'm extremely interested of history and culture. Istanbul is one of the best points that contains these two. It's the bridge between Europe and Asia, famous for its hospitality, and of course delicious cuisine. I've always admired the colorful cultural diversity of my country and friendful people. That's why I'm a huge fan of Istanbul. It's exciting to live in a city which has hosted many important civilizations throughout the history. I've been spending my time mostly on art galleries and museums. Also, I'm into painting. I'm so lucky because, as a country, we have so many places to see, wealth of inspiration. I am not only glad to represent our beautiful country in this competition, but also meet the other countries' beautiful, intelligent women. I strongly believe in the power of the woman. As Mustafa Kemal Atatürk says that everything we see in the world is the creative work of women. See you in London.
Turkey, you're a restorer.
Yes.
I find that so fascinating.
Yes, it is, especially in Turkey.
Yeah, of course.
We have a lot of historic places, buildings, and I'm working for 2 years in this job, and I'm loving it.
Now, what's your favorite part about it?
My favorite part about it is being around the history and always learning something new when I'm doing my job.
It's almost like you're walking into the place where things happen, like you're part of it.
Yes, I am part of the history actually, and it's amazing.
Do you have a favorite city where you would like to go and work on the buildings, like, I don't know, Rome or
Istanbul,
here in London?
actually. Istanbul, or I could say Barcelona. Yeah,
that's an interesting choice.
I really wanted to work on the Sagrada Familia. Maybe one day. It's my dream.
Well, I think I will go with you because I think Barcelona is one of the most beautiful places.
Sure, yes.
And what about your Beauty with a Purpose?
My Beauty with a Purpose is, my dream is create an art school for kids because I doesn't have any opportunity to go to school like that when I was younger.
Of course.
So I want to build something like that for the future kids, you know.
Yeah, I think to give them the opportunities that you didn't have, to break the cycle and show them that art is important and they can do it.
Yes, and I'm ready to do who needs what, and I really want to do something good for my country, for the world. Yeah, it's my dream.
I'm sure you'll do it,
I
Turkey.
hope so.
Thank you very, very much.
My pleasure.
And we have the first 3 contestants. You did great, girls.
Thank Thank you.
And to all of you that are at home, please vote for your favorites on all social media platforms, Mobster, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, MissWorld.com. Our next three contestants are Slovenia, Belgium, and Panama. How are you feeling, girls?
Good.
Are you liking the weather?
Yes.
Finally, you're gonna get a tan. You can go out.
Well,
Well, a little bit, not that far away, please. But well, let's begin with Slovenia.
Hello from Slovenia. My name is Špela Alić and I'm Miss Slovenia 2019. I am 22 years old and I am future social worker and psychotherapist. I'm extremely proud and happy to be representing my country, Slovenia, in England at Miss World 2019. Slovenia is a boutique and diverse country in Central Europe. Our smallness is not a problem, but our advantage. Here are some of the most interesting facts about my country. Triglav is a symbol of Slovenia, and with its height of 2,864 meters, it is the highest mountain of Slovenian Alps. There are more than 500 brown bears roaring in our forest. But don't worry, they are mainly vegetarians. Lake Bled is the most popular tourist destination due to its beauty. Ljubljana holds the title of the European Green Capital 2016. Slovenia has more than 27,000 kilometers of rivers. There are 47 dialects spoken in Slovenia. There are more than 10,000 caves in Slovenia, and Postojna cave is the most visited one in Europe. Slovenes love their wine, and you can still see the oldest wine in the world that is still producing grapes. Slovenes are very proud on their sport success, and they are one of the most active nations in all sports in the world. I can't wait to represent you all this and even more, to represent the most beautiful country in the world, my country, Slovenia.
Slovenia, you're a social worker and also you've been a volunteer for a long time, right?
Yeah. I was also in Gambia. I was there with Slovenian organization, Kids Are the World. We wanted to raise the quality of life of people there, and we wanted to help with including more children in the education. At first, I was collecting clothes, school supplies, games, medical and technical equipment, and I also raised funds for children's meal there. Then I went there. I was helping in school. I was teaching children who can't afford education there. So that was the best decision in my life. People are so nice there. They are full of love. They are so happy, smiling all the time. They want to do everything for you. So really, I'm so grateful for this experience.
You didn't want to leave, right?
No.
Oh, I know.
I would love to stay there for a few more months.
Well, probably you can go back eventually.
Maybe I would try a volunteer work in another country, just to experience something more.
That's great. And now, your Beauty with a Purpose, what is it about?
My Beauty with a Purpose is working in home of seniors. I also have my charity campaign, You Care, where I'm helping organizations, associations and shelters with giving them Tosama's products and with volunteer work. Tosama is a Slovenian factory with sanitary material, and I will focus today on volunteering in a center for help, therapy and social rehabilitation of people with addiction. I'm working on many levels, such as working with people with addiction, with people who are trying to make a life change, And I'm also working with the people who already did a life change and overcame their addiction. However, I'm mostly working with adolescents. That's the reason why I'm leading a therapeutic group of adolescents who are not living at home because of difficult circumstances at home, but they are still in contact with them. I would really love to help them to find a purpose in their life so they can fight addiction and that they can help, I can help them with their mental health in the future.
I think you're a great role model for those kids and you'll be able to help them.
Thank you.
Thank you, Slovenia. Now we're going to meet Belgium.
My name is Elena Castro Suarez and I'm representing my country, Belgium. I was born in a hard-working and loving family of 6. I'm the youngest one and the only daughter. My father is Spanish and my mother is Belgian. This way I grew up with 2 different cultures where I'm very proud of. Since childhood I've had a passion for dance. I followed flamenco classes and this became the perfect way to express myself. Because I speak 4 languages and I'm socially engaged, my dream is to work for the United Nations one day. I always work hard to reach my goals, and since injustice is one of my weak spots, I chose law to make a difference. Becoming Miss Belgium is one of the biggest achievements of my life. I got the opportunity to travel a lot and do various photo shoots, catwalks and television appearances. As Miss Belgium, I experienced unique moments. But the visit to our Hope for the Children project in Cambodia was very special to me since I also became Miss Charity. Growing up and believing that you can become anything you want should not be a privilege. It should be a basic option for all children in the world. That's why I want to make the most out of my life.
So half your family is Spanish, half your family is Belgium, and you speak a little bit Spanish, I'm sure.
Yes, I speak both languages.
Perfecto, entonces nos vamos a entender muy bien.
Sí, muy bien.
And how was it to be raised like this? Because you dance flamenco and you do so many things that you both cultures merge in you, I can see.
Well, I can say that I was born and raised in Belgium, but the Spanish culture is so big that it's like half Belgium, half Spanish. I always said like there's no difference between the two. There's no difference that I grew up here and I never lived there. But like it's like having 2 homes, and that's the best part of it. And also you have the 2 languages, so you're very strong to talk to other people and you understand so much more countries than only your own. And that was the most amazing thing about it.
I think you can relate now that you're Miss World and talking to so many countries that speak Spanish. And
yes.
Have you been a translator for them?
Yeah, I have been for one girl. She was like speaking Spanish and we were in a room and they were like, we need some help. Is there anyone who speaks Spanish? And I was like, yeah, I do. So that's like a super positive thing for me, and I always enjoy to see like both things because I also like food and I like the Belgian food as much as the Spanish food, so it's the best of both worlds.
And the French fries are from
Belgium. Definitely. We have the best, it's called French fries, but the fries are from Belgium, definitely.
Okay, we'll think about that. We'll have a debate later.
Okay.
But now tell us about your Beauty with a Purpose.
Well, my Beauty with a Purpose is a project in Cambodia. It's like an ongoing project, and when I came in, I wanted to, like, my main focus was on their health because they got an education and now they're learning English. Mm-hmm. But for me, the most important thing was like their water. I washed myself with them in a lake, but they drank from the water. They cooked with it. They did everything with the same water where they washed their hair, and I was like, this is not okay. And I tried to explain them and learn them about to use the water pump in the village and to use it for everything, because they were like, oh, but for cooking it doesn't matter. Well, it does. You can get so sick of it, and I tried to like teach them, and I also planted with the children of the village some vegetables, because when I was there, we eat like the same thing every day, and we're like so spoiled in other countries. We're like no, I ate that yesterday, I'm gonna eat something else today. And for them it was so normal, so I wanted to introduce them to like new things. And we did it all together, and we were like doubting if it was gonna work. And then they sent me pictures like, it's growing, it's coming together. So that was so fun. And like, I lost my heart in Cambodia. I really did. Like the children, I always love to work with children, and they give me like so much joy and passion to keep on going and to like think about new things to help them. And when you see them, like you're growing together, and the gratitude you get from them is so big that like, it's the most amazing thing.
I want to go with you. I want to
You
know
should.
more about this. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Belgium,
you.
and I love your story.
Thank
Really do. Now we'll meet Panama.
Is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. Hello everyone, I am Agustina Ruiz and I am Miss World Panama 2019. I am representing my beautiful country in Miss World. The arts, dancing, and my inspiration and willingness to serve others help me learn that each person on this planet has a purpose. And no matter how difficult life can be at times, we always have to fight for our dreams until they become our reality. From an early age, I have been involved in social issues, as well as self-improvement and self-confidence empowerment, which is why I started helping young women by motivating them to achieve their goals. I learned that one of the main functions of a mentor is to express love and help others develop their experience of love. Being a victim of bullying due to one's appearance is not easy, especially when you feel without the proper support. But that's exactly the moment when your courage and conviction will show the world what you're made of. I love my country. Its culture and tradition have made Panama an incredible tourist destination for international commerce. Panama means abundance of fish and butterflies, but it also represents a magical place where each visitor will feel right at home. I strongly believe in the good intentions of human beings and in becoming positive change agents in the lives of those who need them the most. I am Agustina Ruiz, and I am Panama. Thank you for joining me in this great adventure called Miss World 2019. See you all in London.
Panama, you're a dancer and you also went to an international competition. Yes. Was that a little bit like Miss World?
Yes, it was. It was full of girls.
Of course.
Yes, dancing is part of my life, an important part. Now it's like 20 years that I'm doing this.
And how old are you?
25. Since I'm 5 years old, I started. It started like I started like a hobby, but now it's part of what I do with my beauty with a purpose, and with my students and with my own life, my exploring myself with this.
It sounds like such a big part of your life, and you say it's connected to your beauty with a purpose. What is it about?
Well, my beauty with a purpose is focus on girls and young women rights. It's named Ray of Light. The last months I was working with teenage mother. Due to my country is the second country in the region with larger number of teenage mothers. I try to, throughout dancing, I try to look for these girls to explore themselves and develop self-love and self-esteem in way they can finish their education for getting into the workforce of my country.
Yeah, of course, and being pregnant and having a baby does not stop you from going to school and keep learning and working.
It. Most of them think their life have finished when they have their babies, but we're trying to motivating them to finish school, to not drop out.
No, everyone deserves to have an education.
Yes, they do.
Thank you very much, Panama. And those were the girls from Group 12. How are you feeling, ladies?
Good.
Great. You're relaxed now. You can go out and chill. You did great. Congratulations. You really did great. And you that are watching at home, please remember to vote for your favorite in our social media platforms: Mobster, Facebook, Instagram, and MissWorld.com. I'll see you soon with Group 13.